mess. Who'll get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his three pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all three of his pitches at any time.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He will lead this one off today. Now here's the pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Here's big Aaron Judge. In previous duels with deGrom, he's 1 for 3. Missed with a slider. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
On the run is Nimmo. 2 gone.
Batting third, left fielder
Giancarlo Stanton now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A ball and no strikes.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all of that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
leading out for the match.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Breaking ball in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Drives it out to deep right center field. After it is Hicks. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Vanny?
Well, I'm really going to have to keep a close eye on Brandon Nimmo. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Ready now, Michael Conforto. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. In there, and it's 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Bullet back up the middle. Hicks will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. In previous duels with DeGrom, 2 hits in 7 tries. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Conforto moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Here comes the first pitch, and that one just missed outside. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Hicks, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. At the plate, Luke Voigt. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's 1 for 5. Greg Bird will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Check swing called strike 0-1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
A ball and a strike now to Bird.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Hard hit to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 New York. Greg Bird will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss by Bruce as he set down on strikes, 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Welcome back to daytime baseball on the show from Citi Field. Thanks for joining us. Into the box now, Jay Happ. 9-1-2 due up. No balls and 1 strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now a swing and a ball pulled softly out toward right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this has got to be a cool moment for the pitcher right here. He doesn't get an opportunity to work on the offensive side of the ball much. Barely takes BP throughout the course of the season. So what a nice job right there for him to get a big base hit in an inning of the game.
Into the box, Gleyber Torres, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Nimmo is there, and he'll bring this one in. Digging in now, Aaron Judge. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 0-1 delivery. And he fouls this one off. Happ, base runner at first with 1 out. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner. And just off the corner.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty... Pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out. Standing in, Didi Gregorius. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Fouled away. 2 down, runners at 1st and 2nd. Hard hit ball to 2nd. Scooped up. Throw on to 1st, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards. And here's the former 1st-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Brandon Nimmo is dealt with for the 1st out in the bottom of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Mets are still looking for their 1st hit of the ball game. And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Stepping in now, Jacob deGrom. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. We begin the top of the 4th. First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Two and 1. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Now in the box, Miguel Andujar. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. In the air, down the line in left. Cespedes is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Ball and a strike. And this one's high and tight, backing him up. 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. There's ball 4.
The first baseman, number 33.
Now at the plate, Greg Bird, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Down the third baseline, and a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. And he misses there. 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Pulled toward right center field. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. Settling in now, Michael Conforto. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jay Happ. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Oh, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
Popped him up. Frazier into shallow left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 25.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
A ball and no strikes. runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Brett Gardner will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. Cespedes, buddy out. Grounded to the right, and that finds its way through for a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
The right fielder, number 9.
Boy, D-Row, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of it depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
First pitch on its way. Takes a curveball right on the corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Jacob deGrom, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Mets leave them loaded. It remains 1-0. Giancarlo Stanton now. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting,
Didi Gregorius will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Now a check swing. Did he go around? No, says Kenny Jansen. It's ball one. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And he's safe.
Hey, Debro, looks like they might finally have something going after that base hit. First and third, one out, and maybe now they can get something started.
Yeah, you could tell the third base coach was going to be aggressive right there. Right, a nice read by both him and the base runner to take that extra base and put them in scoring position. They've been struggling right now to get guys in scoring position.
Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Nimmo racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch, but he will not try it as he heads back to the bag. And I thought he had it easily, but he apparently didn't think so, and there are two gone now. Ready for another shot now, Gary Sanchez. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And Cespedes will put this one away to retire the side. Yanks. Neil Walker is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll start the inning and move back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics. Hey, guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
The 0-1 delivery. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. One away. Here's Yoenis Cespedes as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On the ground is short. This could be two. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Jay Bruce now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay. Yeah,
this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The count now at 2-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 2 left for the Mets. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he struck him out. Standing in, Jay Happ. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back toward the mound. He's got it. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. Here's Brett Gardner now, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Leads off first with 1 away. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
The 1-2. Popped high in the air. And Bruce has got this one 2 away now. Here's big Aaron Judge. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Conforto going back, still going back. Gone! All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Seth Lugo will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll go after a curveball off the plate. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Lugo has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-0 New York. Coming to the plate now, Todd Frazier, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And the changeup is way low that time. And it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He went down on strikes last time up. 0-1 the count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in the inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Bouncer to the left side. One there. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll start us off in the 8th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Now the pitch. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Hicks. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to first, and he rips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Hey, D-Row, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here's Neil Walker. Breaking pitch is swung on and hit fouled over to the right side. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Cespedes on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball that time, not even close. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Conforto on the move. And that retires the side. One left for the... David Wright will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. 1 down.
The batter, number 1.
Coming to the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. He singled his last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and Haps rolling now. 2 away. Now to the plate, number 68. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Jerry Blevins enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Ready with the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Now batting, catcher, James Haps.
Andrew McCutcheon will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
The 3-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. The 2-0. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Dellin Betances enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Stepping in, Michael Conforto. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Line toward the alley in left center. Stanton is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started that swing a bit too early. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Jay Happ would be in line for the victory should the score hold. Slurve swung on and missed there. It's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The New York Yankees took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jay Happ is the winning pitcher of record. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jay Happ. The save to Dellin Betances. The loss goes to Jacob deGrom. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.